Okay, in this video I'm going to go over another example given in the book about the hero inventory. I think I'm going to split this into two videos because there's kind of a lot going on here. But let me just show you first what what this version does. Now in the first version we saw this, your item, or the second version we saw the items. We changed the first item to a battle axe and did the letters and all that. In this one, we're also, notice we were able to stick a new item, a crossbow, at the front of the list, which is something we couldn't do before. And we're able to pull out, actually, the armor from the middle of the list in there. So there are some new capabilities that we're going to learn here. And this first video, I'm not going to go into the new capabilities so much as just show you a new tool called the Iterator. And then in the next video, we'll show how that applies to doing new things with the vector. All right, so we're going to start off like we did before with the vector, a vector of strings called inventory. We push the sword, the armor, and the shield on it, and now we're declaring these two things called iterators. I'll talk about what they are in a second. The one we're going to use in this video is this const iterator. ITR. And notice it's got this, the way it's declared is we're saying it's an iterator for a vector of strings. Okay, so we put vector string, then we have this colon here, and then because it's a constant iterator, and I'll talk about constant iterators and non-constant iterators more in the next video, but this one's going to be a constant iterator, and the name of it is ITR. Okay, so we start out in our prompting for user input the way we did the last time, saying your items, and now our for loop, the statements in our for loop here are a little bit different. So what we have is we have this thing called iter equals inventory begin. So what that means is, let me bring up a picture here. When you call inventory begin, what you get back is an iterator that refers to the first element in the vector. So so we call this like a reference or a pointer to the first element. So it's not the first element itself. It just it references it. It points to it. Okay. So that's what begin gives us. And as I said, it's an iterator. So we can set iter equal to inventory begin. Okay. Then the next thing we do is, this is our condition for popping out of the loop, is if the iterator is, or iter is not equal to inventory end. So what end does, as you might guess, it doesn't point to the end specifically of the vector. It points one past the last element of the vector. So basically it's saying you've gone off the edge of the vector. Okay, and that's useful when you're doing loops like this, because then you want to say, okay, as long as I'm not off the edge, I'm still pointing to a valid string in the vector, then I'll keep going. Okay, and then notice this plus plus iter. So what this does is this, in incrementing the iterator, we make the iterator point to the next to the next item, the next element in the list, in the vector. Okay, so initially, when we set iter equal to inventory begin, then iter is pointing to sword. When we say iter plus plus, we increment it and we make it point to armor. Okay. And then we have this bit right here where we're saying, okay, I want to output, and notice there's this star, this asterisk in front of iter, and what that does is, well, the way that programmers say it is we dereference the pointer. We dereference iter, so that what we do is instead of when you put the star in front of it, instead of just getting the pointer, you get the actual thing that you're pointing to. Okay, so we're getting, so this will so putting the star in front of it says I want the actual string off the vector. I don't want just a pointer to the vector. All right, so that's the gist, and like I said, in the next video we'll go over you know, this my iterator, how that's different from the const iterator, and how we do the nice tricks of adding something extra to the front of the list or pulling something out of the middle.